Good morning. Welcome again to training via video conferencing. This morning's session will cover off our Powerview motor options and programming for our roller blinds. I'm Barry Miles, together with Jess Donoghue here, who I'm sure most of you would know well, and Trevor Michelle over there at the computer. We're going to run this session for you, which will go for approximately 30 minutes. A couple of quick things, guys. As I mentioned, each time we kick off, your audio and video feed to us needs to be muted. So when you join the meeting, we're automatically muting your audio. If you can leave them in that status at your end, that really helps us run the session. But we're keen to get your questions and any comments that you might want to make throughout the session. And you can send us texts through the chat balloon that you'll see on your screen. Trevor will monitor that, and we're going to answer those as timely as we can. So that's about it for the little rules and whatnot. We'll just kick off and get started straight away. So as I said, Powerview for roller blinds. Now I'm sure you're all quite familiar with the new Powerview technology that we launched for our soft shade products back in April 2016. This replaced the PowerRise operating system and provided a whole new platform with which we could operate our soft shades. So the new Powerview motors in all soft shades, Luminette, Pirouette, Silhouette, Duet and Modern Romans brought us improvements in both smoother and quieter operation. We got the new 6-channel remote control module with the ability to select and deselect channels as we needed them. So we could operate blind 1 and 4 or 2 and 6 or the whole lot of them with the selection of the all button as well. We introduced the Powerview Pebble. Now the Powerview Pebble was that nice handheld, ergonomically shaped sort of design piece in 7 on-trend colours that holds the remote control. We then also supply a Powerview wall mount, so it allows that fitting to the wall, very easy removal, and also very stylish in the 3 colours that it comes in. What we did last October, we launched to you Powerview motors for roller blinds, and as I said, today's session will focus on that. But perhaps the biggest innovation that came with Powerview was the hub and the app that comes along as an option in that hub. The home automation hub for your blinds is virtually plug and play. The app that you can download is now available across Apple and Android devices. So regardless of the tablet or the mobile device that you've got, you're able to access that hub and program your blinds. And from a selling perspective, it really is as simple as I've fitted the blinds, they're all installed, the hub is introduced to the consumer's Wi-Fi system. You download the app will automatically self-discover shades once they're installed. From there, with some customization through the app, you have complete control of what the blinds will do and when they will do it. Now I want to point out here as well, guys, if you haven't looked at the Alfie website lately, which is the alfie.hunterdouglas.com.au, really would like to encourage you to do that. Jess has been working quite a lot on it, and we've got a whole new menu layout, which makes it so much easier for you to find the video that you need. Particularly in the Powerview section for soft shades, you'll now see all those videos in the sequence that you want them. You won't have to scroll through the 30, 40 odd videos to find that first video that you're looking for. So great job, Jess. Thank you. So as I said, this session is all about Powerview RTS motors for roller blinds. So what we introduced to you were 4 motor options. The first of which is what we call a low voltage option. Now this is operated by either the battery wand or an 18 volt DC power pack, just like we offer you with the soft shade products. In fact, the battery wand and the power pack are exactly the same items that you would see with soft shades. This uses the Edge 37mm tube. So we have that width limitation set at 2400. But one of the really exciting things with this product, it's a motorized roller blind, but we have 11mm light gaps. Best that we've ever seen on the market for a motorized roller blind. So that is a really big selling feature with people that are conscious about light gaps on blinds. So one of the motors, low voltage. The next 3 motors are 240 volt AC motors. 2 of these suit our Edge 50mm tube. 1 of them suits our 65mm heavy duty tube. So what you can see straight away, guys, is that these motors all work in well with our Edge hardware system. So obviously with linking, with dual brackets, with head box, it's the same edge componentry that you already know that will obviously suit the Powerview motors. So with the 50mm tube, the two motors to suit that 50mm edge tube are a 3 Newton meter, 30 RPM motor, and a 6 Newton meter, 20 RPM motor. Now these offer you the same specs as the Somfy RTS motors as well. And depending on what you're doing, whether it's a large blind, a linked blind, will depend on the motor that's required. So as I said, we've got 4 motors now available to cover all of our requirements in Powerview for roller blinds. With our 240 volt AC motors, we've gone with the Molex connectors as standard. Remember, these motors are super quiet. They have readings of less than 40 decibels, which is fantastic. They're premium end motors. They've been designed and manufactured in Italy, Germany, and the US of A. And obviously they're backed by our Luxaflex 5-year warranty. So now we've got more products that can be operated with Powerview, really building on the full suite of blinds that can be operated with the Powerview hub and the Powerview app. So that's a quick overview of what the motors are, I guess, for Powerview roller blinds, and a quick recap of what we do with soft shades. The plan now in this session is to go through the programming of our new Powerview roller blind motors. We're going to run a series of videos. There are 6 videos for our battery or low voltage motor, and then there are 7 videos for our 240 volt AC motor. We're going to run each one of those in order that you would look at them. So we're going to start with the battery low voltage motor, and we're going to run a video which shows you how to pair a remote. Just keep in mind, guys, when we start to share a video, we have a bit of a 5-second lag. So we sort of lose a little bit of time where we're sitting here and you're waiting for the video to start. I'll get Trevor to start that first video, and we'll cap off some things in between each video.
Pairing a remote to the Powerview battery motor. Press and hold the stop button to enter the program mode. Lights on the remote will start flashing. Select a channel, and while pressing and holding the motor head button, press the open button on the remote. The blinds will jog, indicating a pairing of the remote to the channel selected. Then press and hold the stop button till the lights stop flashing to exit the setup mode.
So what you'd see there, guys, that process is virtually the same as what you would do when you're pairing a remote to a soft shade product. If you need to unpair the remote, it's a similar but reverse process, and we'll play that video next.
Unpairing a remote from the Powerview battery motor. Press and hold the stop button to enter the program mode. Lights on the remote will start flashing. Select the channel to be unpaired. While pressing and holding the motor head button, press the close button on the remote. The blind will jog, indicating unpairing of the remote to the channel selected. Press and hold the stop button till the lights stop flashing to exit the setup mode.
Don't forget, guys, if you do want to make a comment or ask a question, don't forget to do it by chat. We can take them in between videos. The next video that we'll run shows you how to set the top limit. Now, one of the things it'll also cover here is checking the motor direction. So we're recommending that the top limit is the first limit that you want to set, correct, Jess? And then we do the bottom limit next. But in this next video, it'll be setting top limit plus getting you to check the motor direction before you set that limit.
Setting the top limit on the Powerview battery motor. Until the limits are set, pressing the open or close buttons will result in the motor just jogging. To set the top limit, select the channel. Press and hold the motor head button, followed by the open button. Blind will jog to indicate ready for the top limit to be set. Check the motor direction by pressing the arrows. If the motor is moving in the opposite direction to the arrow, press and hold the motor head button for 1 second. The blind will jog to indicate the direction has changed. Take the blind to the desired top limit. Enter into the programming mode. Make sure no channel is selected. Press and hold the motor head button, followed by the open button. The blind will jog to indicate the top limit is set. This sequence must be done within 3 seconds, and then exit out of the setup mode.
One of the things just I want to mention there with that video is that that sequence at the end, doing that between those 3 seconds is critical. And it's fine if you don't get it first time around, you can just do it again, but you do have to get that within that sort of close to 3 second limit. So the next video is going to be setting the bottom limit. Now, these videos, this is a little bit different because with your soft shade products, you're not setting top and bottom limits because they come from the factory preset. So these are new steps, I guess, for setting Powerview limits for roller blinds. The videos are here to help. So we understand that you may not remember how to do it. So these videos now being on Alfie will help you when you're on site to actually get this right. So the next video is
setting the bottom limit for the Powerview battery motor. Select the desired channel. Press and hold the motor head button, followed by the close button. The blind will jog. Take the blind to the desired bottom limit. Enter into programming mode, making sure no channels are selected. Press and hold the motor head button, followed by the close button. Blinds will automatically roll up to the top limit. This sequence must be done within 3 seconds. Exit out of the setup mode.
Now, one of the options you've got also with Powerview for soft shades is the ability to set favorite position. So we have that same functionality with Powerview roller blind motors. So the next video is all about setting that favorite position. It'll come to you set in a 50% position, and this is how you reset that position.
Setting a favorite position, Powerview battery motor. The default favorite position is preset at 50% of the drop, as shown. To change the favorite position, select the channel. Take the blind to the desired new favorite position and then enter into the program mode. Make sure no channels are selected. Press and hold the head button followed by the favorite button. The blind will jog. Then exit out of the program mode as the position is now set.
All right, we're going to finish off this particular range now with a video showing you how to reset the motor limits. So let's say you've got a motor where you're not sure what limits are set, or you've set the top limit, it may not have taken it correctly, you're not sure what you've done. Reset the motor and obviously kick off again. So we'll just play that video as well.
Resetting the motor limits for the Powerview battery motor. Disconnect the power. Then, whilst holding the motor head button, reconnect the power. Orange, green, green should be the sequence of flashing lights on the motor head. Release the motor head button, then red and orange should flash. All limits are now cleared.
So what you've done there in resetting those motor limits is just that. For this motor, you've reset the motor limits, but you haven't unpaired the remote. So if you've paired the remote to this shade or to this motor, it's still paired. So you've only reset limits in the motor. That's correct? Yep. Cool. All right, guys. Again, any questions, send them on through. Trevor will let us know what's there. We're now going to run through the 240 volt AC Powerview motor videos. And again, we're going to kick off with the first one, which is pairing the remote.
Pairing a remote to Powerview AC motor. Press and hold the stop button to enter the program mode. When the lights start flashing, select a channel. Press and hold motor head button followed by the open button on the remote. The motor will jog to indicate pairing. Then exit the program mode.
The next video we'll play is checking the motor direction, because we do need to do that before we obviously set limits, and then we'll play the unpairing remote. Obviously, logically, you're generally going to pair the remote, you're going to check motor direction, and then you're going to go straight to setting limits. So we'll show you the checking motor direction video now.
Checking the motor direction on the Powerview 240 volt AC motor. After pairing the remote, you need to check the motor direction before setting top and bottom limits. Select the channel motor is paired to and check direction by pressing the up and down buttons. If the up button is sending the blind down, a reversal of direction is required. Deselect the channel, press and hold the motor head button followed by the stop button on the remote, and the blind will jog to indicate the direction has been changed.
All right, the next video will be, I guess, the simple process of unpairing a remote.
Unpairing a remote from the Powerview AC motor. Press and hold the stop button to enter the program mode. When the lights start flashing, select the channel to be unpaired. Press and hold the motor head button followed by the close button on the remote. The motor will jog to indicate unpairing. Then exit the program mode.
Pretty simple and straightforward, guys. Again, similar to what we do with soft shades, similar to what we're going to do with the low voltage battery motor as well. So now setting the top and bottom limits for the 240 volt AC motor is a little bit simpler than the battery, so we'll run through those two videos for you now as well.
Setting the top limit for the Powerview AC motor. Select a channel. To get the blind to the desired top limit, use the open or close buttons on the remote with their incremental movements, or for a faster movement, use the motor head button and the stop button on the remote. Then enter into
What we do. So what you've seen there, am I unmuted? I am. What you would have seen there when we're setting limits and we're setting bottom limits, when you are, I guess, moving the blind, before we've actually set those limits, pressing the remote will just get that blind to move in those little increments that you will see in the videos. But you can press the motor head button and press up or down to get it to move much quicker. So if you've got a 2 meter drop blind, you want to get it to the bottom quicker than going down increment by increment by increment. So press and hold the motor head button, press down, and then press stop on the remote to stop it closer to the bottom. You can then use the increments in just the remote to get it close to where you want it to be. Next video, setting the bottom limit.
setting the bottom limit on the Powerview AC motor. Select the desired channel. Take the blind to the desired lower limit using the open or close buttons on the remote with their incremental movements, or for a faster movement, use the motor head button and the stop button on the remote. Then enter into program mode. Make sure no channels are selected. Press and hold the motor head button followed by the close button. The blind will jog to confirm the bottom limit is set. Then exit program mode.
We have got one question just come through though, and the question is, if you've sold the low voltage motor with the battery pack and the customer decides down the track that they want to plug that into that 18 volt DC power adapter, no problem at all. Obviously they're going to need to get the DC power adapter plugged in somewhere, but it will just plug and connect to the same cord coming out of the motor that the battery was connected to. So yes, you can definitely do that. Next video is setting the favorite position. Again, like the low voltage motor, it'll come from the factory set at about a 50% level.
Setting the favourite position for the Powerview 240 volt AC motor. By default, the favourite position is set at 50% of the bottom limit. To customise the favourite position, move the blind to the desired position. Enter into the program mode. Make sure no channels are selected. Press and hold the motor head button followed by the favourite button. The motor will jog to confirm and then exit out of the program mode.
Resetting the motor limits on the 240 volt AC motor. Now, a little bit different to the low voltage battery motor. When we reset these motor limits, we are clearing the pairing to the remote. So you would need to repair the remote after you've reset these motor limits. So Trev will just play that resetting motor limit.
Resetting the motor limits for the Powerview 240 volt AC motor. To do a factory reset, which will remove all pairing and limits, press and hold the motor head button for 18 seconds continuously. The blind will jog 3 times during this time, and then the complete reset will be done.
Nice, simple process. You're essentially pressing and holding that one button for the 18 seconds. The videos are on alfie.hunterdouglas.com.au. They're also on your dealer portals as well. So you can look at them from your office, I guess, on your PC, and your installers can get them on the alfie.hunterdouglas.com.au mobile website. So encourage them all to get that downloaded, have a fresh look at it because you've got new menus and you'll find things much easier to find. No questions, guys? That's a wrap. Thanks very much. Have a good day.